It's a bulls market today, not just in Nigeria, but we'll get to all of that in a bit. The Nigerian Stock Exchange was bearish all through last week, with the all-share index dropping as low as 0.47% on Friday. But today, good news, the all-share index is up to 0.71%, and that's closing at 27,115.89 basis points. And we can see the market capitalization closing at over 13 trillion naira. Now, the market summary says it all. Over 250 million units of shares sold to the tune of 4.17 billion naira in a total of 4,116 deals. Now, let's see the stocks on indexes, I beg your pardon, the equities that are pulling up the market index today. MTN Nigeria selling up by 2.74%, and that's a 3 naira 7 kobo increase from its last close. You can see here that Stanbic IBTC Bank from the financial services sector is also up by a naira, and Dangote Cement moving on, as well as Zenith Bank are making increases of 5 and 4 kobo per share. Now, the index draggers are all here. We see Nestle Nigeria PLC, it was selling at 1,143 naira per share just last week, but today it has made gains. Cadbury Nigeria PLC, I beg your pardon, made losses. Cadbury Nigeria PLC, Dangote Sugar, and WAPCO PLC as well. And moving on now to the foreign scene. I mentioned earlier, it's a bulls market, not just in Nigeria. FTSE, Dow Jones, and Nikkei are all recording increases. And we see the FTSE today close higher at 1.02%. Now, this made the FTSE record its biggest one-day rise in more than 10 market days. Moving on now to America. The Dow Jones soared to 1.13% today as investors grew optimistic about a potential resolution to the trade war with China. President Donald Trump made a tweet, and of course we can see that how that affected the market sentiment. And this increase prompted Vice President Mike Pence to tweet about just how strong the American economy is, despite an 800 points drop on the Dow last week. In Asia, we see that stock markets rallied on Monday, lifted by a Chinese government stimulus that lowers borrowing costs for companies. And we see Japan's benchmark index Nikkei 225 rising to 0.71%. And that's the stock market update today.